Welcome to Tulsa Welding School's Top Welder, Season 5, old son.
Howdy folks, I'm Dale Brisby, world's greatest bull rider and also the host of Season 5 Top Welder here at Tulsa Welding School. This is an exciting season. The projects that each one of these welders is going to work on is going back to veterans. And in this first round of 90 minutes, they're going to work on benches to go to these veterans.
Within my own community, I realized there were veterans struggling, and the only way I could help these veterans is by creating an environment where we could build together and learn different trades. What it does is it provides an environment for a positive coping mechanism using the workbench as a platform for therapy. Instead of sitting around talking about your feelings, let's build something together. Let's build a future for veterans that are transitioning and also first responders. Future Operations Base got connected with Top Welder and Tulsa Welding School through one of our members. We were contacted because we deal in trades and try to get our veterans interested in trades as an opportunity after service. So we were connected through them to see if our members could actually be part of the school also and benefit. Maybe we can both benefit from this and help our community grow and support our veterans.
4 teams, 2 people on each team. We've got an influencer and a Tulsa Welding School instructor. Whoever makes the best bench is gonna win. You've got 90 minutes and then we're gonna judge it at the end of that. On your mark, get set, go.
We need at least 3 at 4 feet because we got 1, 2, 3 for a support.
Wanna grab that round bar?
Yep. We're gonna have to cut this in half first.
Probably 4 foot wide. That one's about 15 and a half.
Like deep. Every year, there's more and more excitement that builds up. People start anticipating who's gonna be the top welder.
That diamond sheet will obviously be 4 by 15.
Okay.
If we're gonna do 4 feet, we might need to do like a cross member to kind of, stop the leg from moving.
Yeah.
All right, I need to calm down. I'm already like running all over the place like a madman.
And then maybe some sort of armrest.
Are we doing 45s? We're gonna do the straight cuts.
Let's do straight cuts.
These guys are gonna get to work with a variety of tools here in the shop. Miller welders. They're gonna be using steel blue boots. We'd like to thank them, Steel Blue, for providing the steel toe boots, along with Western Welder gloves and shirts. We try to provide the top equipment for these students at Tulsa Welding School. That way they can do the job set out before them.
I'll start cutting this one and you can mark the rest.
All right.
We had like 2 legs coming down on the center on each side.
And then a piece of a piece of tubing on the bottom.
Yeah.
I need a little wax for my blade, bro. Let me get some of your wax. Rub it on here. There we go.
Hey, I like the way you're holding this down, my man.
I've been past 8 seconds, Dale. Past 8 seconds.
Yeah.
We're laying out each side of the tubing. We got one saw, so we'll have this side laid out. When he's done, I'm gonna jump over here. Right now, I'm sitting on my butt because I gotta hold it steady so it don't roll on him. So I am actually got a purpose here.
I assumed you did.
I wasn't just like waiting for my close-up.
Tell me about this team. What's your name?
My name's Hunter.
My name is Hunter. I'm a journeyman pipe fitter and combo pipe welder, and I'm from Jackson, Michigan. I've been welding for about 2 years. I was a pipe fitter apprentice for around 3 years, and I worked right alongside welders, and I just decided that I wanted to learn how to weld. I really love just being under the hood, not really having to deal with people. I find it really relaxing to do. As a welder, I've done a lot of different work, anything from welding on tanks to going out to refineries and welding on pipe. It definitely is hard sometimes to be a female in a male-dominated industry, but I feel like as long as you come to work with the attitude that you are here to work and do your job, it can be relatively problem-free. I'm really excited for Top Welder just for the experience as a whole. I'm also really excited to meet some of the other welding influencers, people who I looked up to before I even started welding, and I'm just excited to learn as much as I can from the experience.
Do you want to measure out the other one?
I can.
Yeah,
I don't know if you needed help holding it.
I think I'll be fine.
I don't know if the saw knows that this is a timed competition.
My name's Austin Hargett. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm the world's okayest welder, specialty pipe welding, and welding educator. That's what I like to do. I found out pretty early on. I felt like I got lucky in that sense. Started off in high school like a lot of other people, and I took to it real quick, and that's when I knew what I wanted to do. Right now I'm the brand ambassador for Weld.com, so I reach out and I wanted to help spread awareness and educate people of all the different things that are in this industry. For me, I think it's just something for me to really focus on. Once I get immersed in what I'm doing, and nothing else is around me, right? I just am focused in, I got a task, and it's one of the only things that I can do that I actually focus on pretty well. So that's what I really like about welding, is it just helps me, it feels like I'm at home under the hood.
You want to attack or you want me to attack? You want to keep cutting?
I'll keep cutting.
What's your name, young lady?
My name's Sharon.
Sharon?
My name is Sharon Guerrero, and I am from Guanajuato, Mexico. I have been welding for 3 years now. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted to work with my hands. And I had a few friends that did weld, and I just asked them a couple questions, and from there I started school and I took off from there. So for a living, right now I am an aluminum and stainless TIG welder, and I'm also a fabricator. What I'm looking forward to the most is just meeting the other competitors and just the experience of it. You know, winning would be great, but even then, just the experience of it would be really fun.
Just let me clean them ends up right real quick.
Yeah. What's up? My name's Nathaniel Mahoy. I'm from Covington, Indiana, and I am a automotive welder. I work on cars, anything with wheels, whatever a customer needs me to do on their vehicle, basically. First car I started working on was a little 1980 Chevy Monza named Miles. It started out as a little parts car that my dad had, just sitting in the garage, and then I went to a car show with him, caught the bug, and just decided I wanted to work on it instead. I just started up my own welding fabrication shop, working mostly on automotive stuff, but I also do some other custom stuff. It depends on, you know, what the local people want me to do. I like the problem solving. You know, I like when a customer comes to me and says, hey, this is what I want to do. You know, if it's something a little more challenging or a little more out there, the fun part for me is using my brain to figure out the best solution. Basically, I want to be able to help as many people as I can with my skills. I had never really heard of Top Welder. I'd heard of Tulsa Welding School, but I'd never heard of the show they had. I expect it to be challenging, you know, just from watching other seasons. I think working under a time crunch is definitely going to be an issue. I think overall, I'm pretty excited because it's going to be a really great learning opportunity.
Let's find out who Sharon's instructor is.
How's it going? I'm
Good.
Tim.
Tim?
Tim
We got another
Gilsaver.
Tim.
I know there's 3 of us here.
Yes, sir. So, where are you from? What campus?
RSI, the refrigeration school.
Okay. What
out
town?
in Phoenix, Arizona.
We're gonna watch how this unfolds. Everybody's cutting right now, and they haven't started building yet. And I can't wait to see what they're gonna do because everybody seems really competent. Like the influencers seem to know what they're doing.
Square-ish. 44s are gonna go on the inside. Clampies.
Got the 2-inch aluminum tubing already cut down to do our frame piece for the seat. We're still just plugging along.
So I'm marking out 22-inch support beams right now.
He's gonna do all the measuring, and I'm gonna do some of the cutting so we can try to get the process going a little quicker.
Width of the bench, your actual seating room, and then we're gonna work on getting them tacked together so we can get our bottom framed up to do the back.
You'll have to fill in gaps. Can you do that?
Yeah, I do that work all the time.
Oh, well, then we're good with doing that then, if you can fill the gap.
Yeah, if there's a gap, I'll be fine.
Spicy.
We've got one of the judges with us, Kevin. He's from Tadano. Tell us a little bit about how they're welding, because these aren't just traditional, just arc welders.
It's aluminum. It's easy to tell who's not good at it. I can tell you that much.
That'd be me.
It can be really finicky. I mean, make sure your settings are right.
Is it all aluminum? All three? All 3 projects?
Yeah, that's right here. It's all aluminum.
It's going to be an interesting day, but when you're dealing with something that needs to be moved a lot, it needs to be light. You can't use, heavy steel. So.
You want me to tack or not yet?
No, yeah, I'll probably let you do the welding, because yours looks a whole lot better than mine. Sometimes it's easier to go corner to corner, corner to corner, and if it's all the same, we're squared.
What's that inside diameter? I'll take the cut.
Dang, that looks pretty.
Thank you. Hey, Dale, can you hold this right here?
You bet.
I just want to hold it. Thank you. Watch your eyes, Dale.
It's also hot.
You're going to be a real good helper one day.
One day.
All right, that's good.
Austin here used to be an instructor. I'm sure he left that out of the application process.
Hey, I told him.
What are we gonna do here? How are you gonna, this is the top of the bench.
This is where your butt's gonna sit.
Okay.
Okay. So now we got these two pieces here. They're gonna come on. We gotta sand down a weld. So they come here and you got a little lounge going on. We're gonna try to give a nice clean look. Keep it simple, but keep it clean. We only got 90 minutes.
Well, now you only have 57.
Minutes. We're gonna make it look.
Gotcha. I'm sure you will. All right, we got 57 minutes left. How do you guys feel about the clock, Hunter?
Try not to think about it too
Try
much.
not to think about it. You better pay a little bit of attention to it. Tim, some of the other teams have already started welding. How do you feel about being 56 minutes in and not having started welding?
I think we're good because we're about to start welding right now.
Is everything cut?
Yeah, everything's cut out. So I don't know about the other teams, but I'd like to cut out all my material first and then get to work.
Well, Tim and Sharon are working well together. They seem to be, I mean, no pressure, but maybe the most behind. You still got time.
Cut. We're gonna start welding right now. We're good.
He doesn't seem worried at all.
I've always been told 80 to 90% prep, 10%, 20% welding.
You guys seem to be one of the only teams that's using round pipe for your seat here.
We figured that'd be more of a friendly design.
We'll tack it square first. That probably makes sense.
Are you end to end over there?
Yep.
Okay.
Commit this one first and we can flex that one.
Well, this one's like bad off.
Houston and Jacksonville look like completion-wise, they're in the lead. That doesn't mean they're gonna win, but they are ahead. They've got more time to focus on making sure all the little things are right. Phoenix and Tulsa are doing great. They don't seem worried. They've got 55 minutes left, but they are definitely behind.
Yeah, so we're gonna cap it off, so when this sits on it, we can A, square it up and get it in the center, and also if it's outside, rain doesn't get onto this inside and corrode it from the inside out.
I'm gonna tack it, weld it completely.
Yeah, I would tack everything and then weld.
One of the neat things about the projects today is that they're gonna go to veterans. They're either gonna go to a specific veteran or they're gonna go to a future operations base. All of these guys are putting a little more effort into their benches and some of the other projects they'll be working on.
Have it on the back so it's welded all the way down.
Okay.
Secure?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, because we wanted to have like a fillet weld on it and not just up here.
Right.
Put it in there like that, a little crooked, and then just hammer it in. All right, it's not working.
Told you.
What seems to be the problem?
Oh, you see, we got her stuck.
Who did the cutting on that?
You know, it's a team effort, Dale. It's a team effort, so. Think it'll hammer or
No.
Yeah, no more hammer?
No more hammering. Enough with the hammer. All right, Tim is an instructor at the RSI school in Phoenix, Arizona. They're using the diamond-plated steel for, I'm assuming, the seat of the bench.
Everybody loves diamond plate. I don't care who you are. It's nice. It's aesthetic. And just stamping it like that makes it a lot stronger to begin with.
Sharon is actually from Mexico, but she was raised here in Houston.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen some of her welds. Holy crap.
All right, everything's cut out. We just need to place together and weld.
Time keeps ticking and we got so much to do still.
You don't need to do a full weld.
Yeah, so I'm cutting just one more piece to make our back support of the bench.
This is the leg though.
Oh, that's like, okay.
Yeah, those are supports.
That's a big gap. I didn't do a full bead yet.
And then these are the center braces. The legs don't pop out.
This team is our Houston team. We've got Austin and Tim, and they have made maybe the most progress.
Taking a look at the welds, you know, they're not sacrificing quality at all either while moving fast, so it's pretty impressive.
They're maybe in about second place as far as timing, but the welds look good. What do you think?
I'm interested to see what it looks like when it comes together. They do have a little bit more that's built than some of the other contestants, but it's getting pretty close to crunch time. A lot of these teams are gonna have to speed it up a little bit, unfortunately.
25 minutes left here with the Phoenix team.
It's always impressive to me how quickly someone can come up with a design and then put that in motion.
There's the knowledge side of welding, and then there's the art side. Well, thanks to Miller for providing good equipment, because when you can start with that sort of groundwork, good equipment, you know, then it allows you to do your job and you're not hamstrung. So here we've got Nathaniel and another Tim. He is actually from the Tulsa school. How do you feel about the round on square tubing?
I think it's pretty impressive. It definitely sticks out because it's different than some of the others that use more of the square tubing. So I like that they incorporated some of the roundness. I think it just speaks to some of their creativity.
20 on the expanded metal by 42.
I need one of you welders to do some touch-up jobs on this belt buckle I got here. Champion this year. I don't know if you noticed that. This year, not last year, not next year, this year.
Just hold it down for me so it doesn't wiggle.
I don't like how wobbly it is so far.
Once I weld it up, it should be all right.
I hope so.
All right, everybody, 20 minutes. Don't forget safety. I want you to hustle, but you gotta stay safe. Some of these teams are a little behind. We've got Houston team is clearly in the lead as far as completion. I mean, you could sit on that right now. Phoenix is catching up for number 2. It was Jacksonville. It's gonna come down to the final minute. That's the way it always happens in Top Welder. Then the second project, everybody's like, okay, we've got to come up with a design that we can complete and then fine tune. Figured I'd get a little bit more of the welder look going about me. I've untucked my shirt. I got the steel blue boots on that feel amazing. Look at that. Look at that. I may have to wear these on a horse because those horses are heavy. And when they step on your toe, it hurts. About 15 minutes. Looks like they all have legs on their benches, which is encouraging. It just came together and they're now starting to work on the seat.
I can't talk to you right now, Dale.
Oh, well, I didn't even say anything to you, Austin. An angle grinder is something I got handy with in high school, mainly because my welding was so crummy, I always had to clean it up.
Add a little texture to it.
This is for the aesthetic. That's because he didn't use the diamond plate. It looks like you guys are going to have a photo finish. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's a good job. You know, a lot of us welders, we like to keep our shirts untucked. That way that slag passes by the old pants and doesn't go in. This would be my least favorite thing to do in this whole warehouse is cut expanded metal. Not a fan, personally. Keeping it straight, wow.
So this is gonna be the seat of our bench, this is the depth, and then this is the width of it.
Hey, that away, Tulsa. You guys are doing the finishing touches. This is what I imagined. I didn't imagine a back on any of the benches. I know that's what Houston's doing, but this is what I thought was gonna be the deal.
Are you flush?
Yeah, we can split it though. Push it my way some.
Or flush it on your side and over here I'll just quickly.
Okay.
Bro, I can't focus on this right now. I gotta finish at least getting this back plate on.
8 minutes! 8 minutes! Fortunately, I really feel like Jacksonville is falling behind. They're just now cutting their expanded metal. And like I expected, they're having trouble. Who would have thought?
Buddy, you think it's mostly centered? Shoot it over this way a little bit.
It's expanded metal. Don't use it on anything. Maybe some things, but not a bench. Diamond plate, I love. Houston's doing a great job, but the diamond plate over here on Phoenix's bench is gonna look amazing. 5 minutes left, guys. Hey, just wanted to come around and make sure you heard me. That way it adds to the pressure.
Yeah, I know, I heard you, Dale. You're loud. You're a loud guy.
You only have, it's actually less than 5 minutes. That expanded metal's super hard. It's not that bad if you have all the time in the world, but you don't. Christian, you got 4 minutes. How do you feel?
A lot of time to do a lot of things.
A lot of time to do a lot of things. That is optimism at its finest, because that's not that much time to do not that very many things, especially cut expanded metal. Phoenix!
What's up?
3 minutes. How's that make you feel, Sharon?
About 25 minutes ago, you didn't think we were gonna have a bench.
I really didn't.
So I think I'm doing really good.
Well, of course you are. You're not having to even work. We're going to the Tulsa school, Nathaniel. And guess what the instructor's name is? That's right, Tim. Are you done?
Yeah, we're done.
They're done. They're the first one's done. So you're done with these welds over here? Yeah, that's you done? You're gonna wear that. Today? Huh, I'm kidding. I'm only kidding.
I'm on this corner right here.
2 minutes, just in case you were getting comfortable. Be nervous, I would be.
We finish the weld, or do we grind it?
Boy, this is a grind, is it not? I'm Dale Brisby, and I'm on to the next one. Whoa, what was that? Got a little wobble to it. Put some napkins under one of the corners if you're in the restaurant.
We got to get a couple on there. I need a foot pedal, foot pedal, foot pedal.
We got 15 seconds, and it will be pencils down.
There's no gap. Pull up, pull up.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, stop working.
We did a great job.
Bring it in, everybody. What a super exciting first round. It came down to the wire just like it does every single year. What's a little more exciting this year is that these projects, they're not going to Dale Brisby like they have in the past. They're going to a veteran. Also, each of these influencers is going to take home a scholarship to give to their followers. And the winner of the top welder this year is going to get a Miller welder. So there's a lot at stake and it's super exciting. Let's check out the first bench coming from Houston. First impressions on this bench, number one, looks functional. I'm gonna sit in it just to test it out, and then I'm gonna let the judges take it from there.
I honestly was worried about the angle at first, because this angle, typically where your back touches, if your leg's not farther back at that point, you will fall backwards. But I was worried about that angle, but it turned out really nice.
All the welds look clean, it's not wobbling, which is very important to me with a bench. The most impressive thing, I think, is how quickly they made their cuts and how smooth the angles are throughout.
Man, communication was key for us, me and Tim. I don't know Tim from Adam, but we got along like peanut butters and ladies. Like, it was good. We were running good, running fast, and had our own tasks to do. We had a plan, and that changed like every step of the way. The plan changed. As far as these angles that we thought we had, that was just guessing. Happy little accidents.
Stop it. You were not guessing with these angles. You guys had a great game plan and it came together nicely. Jacksonville made up of an instructor, Christian, and an influencer named Hunter. You guys worked together great. Why don't we start by you guys telling us about your bench?
Honestly, the original plan was to put a back on it, and we ran out of time, but we managed to get it set up nice and functional.
Got a little bit of wobble, but it's still functional. You're right. Tell me about the T leg you have here.
We decided to go with that versus the 4 legs. Just I feel like 4 legs probably would have increased the wobble even more. The bench would eventually be bolted down in the future.
I like that it's different, you know. Looks a little high, feet not touching the ground. But outside of that, the welds look pretty good. I think like you were saying, you know, just a little bit more time, you guys would have probably been able to put a few extra finishing touches on it.
That's one thing you're gonna find with all of our contestants today. None of them lose. They just might be the ones that run out of time. Great job, Jacksonville. Next up, we're gonna go to Phoenix. Tell us about your guys' plan as you're going into building this bench.
Well, we wanted to make sure it was sturdy, so we got our support beams. I wish we would have had a little bit more time for one long beam in the back, but it's pretty sturdy as is right now.
Tell us about the dynamic between you and Sharon. She actually had more experience in
high frequency aluminum. I have about, honestly, 2 weeks of it. I wish I had more, but I have about 7 years of fabrications. I felt real strong with me having fabrication skills and Sharon having her aluminum skills.
It's an awesome dynamic that kind of came out of nowhere, but you guys working together and using your skills to put together a quality product. It's got a little bit of wobble, but hey, it sits. They're all three about the same height so far.
Sharon's definitely impressed me with her welds. I mean, I don't know if you've seen some of these welds. It looks like y'all capped the bottoms off.
No, we tried to put a shim because it had even bigger of a wobble before the last minute wire, and we threw something under there, try and make it a little bit sturdier.
Ideally, if we had more time, we would have shaved all of them down to the same size, but we had like a minute left.
No, it's not bad. I do like y'all, the diamond plate. It really played out. I like it.
Let's take this bench away. We're gonna look at our last team coming out of Tulsa. One thing I've already picked up on with each one of these teams, they're all capable. Again, it's gonna come down to the time. How well can you cut, weld, put this together quickly is essentially the name of the game. Perfect height for me, The first thing I notice is the round pipe for the foundation of the seat.
We figured a more round design would be easier ergonomically for everyone who's sitting on it. It wouldn't have any corners to jab into, you know.
Well, you guys were the first ones done. You were finishing up and doing a little wire brushing on your welds there whenever we called time. So great job finishing a good project.
I can definitely see the thought and the creativity that they put into it, you know, with using the tubing. You know, it's a little bit different, and he had the idea of whoever's going to be sitting in it in mind and their comfortability. So it's a little bit lower. The thought about the comfortability really speaks to, you know, the thought that they put into it.
We're gonna take one last look at all 4 benches together, review them. The judges and I are gonna go back, tally up the scores, and come back and announce a winner. All 4 benches are great. Everybody did a great job. Again, you give everyone an extra hour, and I think that it's gonna be an even harder thing to judge. Coming in 4th place, we've got Jacksonville. Great bench. It just needed that extra feature of having to bolt it down to make it sturdy, which is okay. However, given the 90 minutes, that's not necessarily something that would come into play here. In 3rd place, we've got Tulsa. Great bench, very sturdy. The round pipe is smooth on the edges when I sit down. 2nd place, huge congratulations to Phoenix. Great job, really good welds, and overall a sturdy bench. 1st place, Houston did a great job with everything. The design, the welds, they started great with good clean cuts, and then their welds were good, and it made for just a photo finish at the end. Great job, Houston. Great job, all 4 teams. Look out for episode 2 coming soon on the next project, because I have a feeling it's gonna come down to the wire on every one of them. You're gonna have to watch all 3 episodes to find out who wins.